Snowboard LA Aerials. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Just setting up the campfire. Let me know if you guys can hear me or not. How it's reacting. No clue. Wish I could do a speak to text on this device. Let's add a little light to this fire. Give me 1 second. See what we look like here. Is the audio good? Let me know if the audio is good or not. Just in the backyard tonight. Trying to burn off some Bradford pear tree. Really hot fire. Been burning for a couple hours. Been letting it sit for, I don't know how many months that I cut it, but I've been letting it sit down, simmer down and burn for quite some time now. But let's stoke it up good and get a good fire going again. I didn't get my priorities. Campfire crew, if you guys know who Bill Gowdy is. You know I'm getting my priorities straight. You gotta be 21 to drink, guys. But had a long day at work. Thought I would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Start this amazing fire. Try to invite some of the campfire crew over to come and have a virtual reality hangout, live stream, where we just hang out by the campfire. And didn't have much choice, didn't have much luck getting them on the live stream here. Not tonight, at least. You'll have to excuse me while I stoke the fire here, though. There's nothing like a good old fire, man. I had an amazing time in Kentucky this past weekend. Well, whatever it was. And got to hang out right by the pond, have a campfire, eat fresh catfish, and something I miss. I've been waiting to burn this wood for, I would say, at least 9 months, somewhere on that scale. Try a couple of Bradford pears and out there. Let's see who's on the live stream. Sorry, I was gonna have some more guests. Mustang 774, what's up, buddy? I may restart the live stream if you want to join. I'll definitely do that. And if you want to come up on the panel, just let me know. You're always welcome, Bluefin. Stoke the fire up here so we can all see pretty good. Jay Harvey, Jay Gaming TV, what's up, buddy? Just having a little campfire, talking about my past weekend. Dark Matter is part of the campfire crew. Yeah, Dark Matter, man, my plan was to actually have a virtual campfire, let everybody hang out, swap some stories, be on a live stream here, kind of enjoy it. You guys are down for a live stream, let me know. This is what kind of live stream I want to do. I'll be outside, exactly what I'm doing now, but you guys will be up on on the panel. Figure we'd have a virtual campfire. You guys can enjoy it with me. Yeah, I called your house, Dirk. I saw you went for a beer run. I got my cases of Bud Light. I don't do too much bush, but when I'm hanging with the fellas, I do. Bill Gowdy's got me really reconsidering Bud Light to the bush beer. I bet you got Bush Light. I bet you do. Been reconsidering my YouTube channel. Some of the things I want to do. One of the things I want to do is swap stories and have fun and do live streams and hang out by this fire and share stories with you. Maybe we can all have a beer together. Tell our parts of our stories, of our history, and of our friendships, and etc. And I don't know, I'm gonna do some more what I call outdoor filming or live, like my old channel. Like my channel used to be, like in the old days. You know, I would just fire up a live stream anywhere and just do, you know, whatever came to mind. And this is something I want to do, something I kind of want to make a regular series. Hopefully with the Campfire crew. Hoping they'll be down for it. I haven't had a chance to talk to the fellas yet, but I'm hoping I do get a chance. Mustang 774, man, welcome to join in anytime. Papa Texas, you too, buddy. Guys, just let me know. This is for all the friendships that I've made on YouTube. Time for another one. Might have to go beer stump hunting. Guys, if you don't know what beer stump hunting is, you might want to check out Carolina Chris's channel. Pretty amazing. And if you save your little bottle caps and empty bottles and you plant some in and around, I don't know, man, we've known each other probably 2 or 3 years. Shout-outs back then with my channel. I still want to help people grow and succeed on YouTube, and I've got some ideas for that I'll share later. I try to share a lot of content with people if I think it can help creators. This platform is always changing, especially in 2018. This thing is, YouTube has definitely changed. That's for sure. Lynn Denton, hello, Lynn. Crack open a beer and hang out by the fire here, guys. You too, Papa Texas. DXLA Aerials. I hope you can hang in here, buddy. You're at 200 subs, Jay Harvey? That's awesome, man. Mr. Harvey, you keep trying, man. Don't ever give up. If YouTube is your passion, your dream, or whatever you want to do, stay with it. It'll happen. You just have to put in the work. I think that goes for everybody. Nobody really gets that lucky. I mean, some people win the lottery, some people don't. A lot of people. That's just my thoughts. Just thought I would throw up a little quick live stream though, but I definitely want to include some people in here. And I had to walk around because I got this screen going. Let me go see what the chat is saying. Papa, what's going on, Papa? Lynn Denton. Hope you guys are having a great night. I'm just burning some wood I cut about 9 months ago. I was waiting until this winter to really cut it because it's pretty warm tonight. South Carolina temperatures are It's relaxing, that's for sure. All around back again. I missed your comment. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, man, Papa, I agree, man. There's nothing like a fire, man. And it's really hot tonight. I'm burning Bradford pear trees that I trimmed and cut here in my backyard. Been letting the wood sit for about 9 months, roughly. You can imagine the heat that's coming off. I'm ready to break out the s'mores, or at least some. Still a couple more logs on the fire. As you can see, it's never straight, man. That's Bradford pear trees, or any pear tree really, for that matter. Trying to burn all the little stuff. Trying to burn it up. Start here. Some of you guys know that I do landscaping, some of you don't. But usually my yard is last to get any service or any work done. Because everybody pays me to do their yard. And when I get the chance to enjoy mine, I do. And one of the things I haven't had a chance to do is actually clean up the backyard here. What's the temperature outside? Probably in the 90s, 80s, 90s. Somewhere around that. But we get a nice little cool breeze, so it's not too bad, Papa. Humidity's not terrible tonight, not like usual. And since I spent 2 hours in my yard today cleaning it up, and where I dropped the trees over here to my left, where you guys can't see in the dark, to the left of the fire, I just haven't had a chance to cut that grass over there because all the trees have been laying in. I cut it up in small pieces, but I haven't had a chance to stack it or anything because, like I said, it's Bradford pear. It doesn't lay like most wood when you split it and cut it. So who's up for joining a live stream? Let's see if I can do one here on the phone. I've been having issues with Google crashing. Usually I can put myself in 2 to make that happen. And I can drag out 2 cameras, and you guys are welcome to sit here and enjoy this this fire with me. We can all swap some stories. I'll put the Bluetooth on so everybody can hear you loud and clear. I can see the screen, see what's going on. If you guys are interested in doing something like that tonight or in the future, just let me know. I think it's a cool idea. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Just to swap some stories. If you have a fireplace or fire pit at your house, you want to do the same, how cool would that be? Pull out your phone. Maybe you're out camping on the, I don't know, the Pacific Trail or even whole thing. A couple places in Maine I got to hit. Not much though. The snow is just too deep. So when the snow is that deep, man, you just get off the Appalachian Trail. You have to, man. You know, but I've hiked the lower part in the southern states several times. Countless. I don't know, man. I've lost count. I love the Appalachian Trail. And the people who run the trail, like run the whole thing, that's crazy, man, because you're missing so much beautiful things. I understand that it's, you know, a point where they might want to, something they want to do for an achievement or whatever. You know, there's people who jog and run and stuff, but to run through the whole thing and see what your fastest time could be, man, you're missing. When you run through life, you miss a lot, that's for sure. Yeah, Papa, it is a cool trail, man. The Appalachian Trail rocks. Dark say call him up. I'll tell you what. Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna try to go sign in, see what I can do, and see if I can make that happen. Because I've been having troubles trying to log in for both. I'd have to drag out my my 4K camera and plug it out here. This is just my phone. And my crappy little fire pit that I haven't had a chance to update yet. I really want to update this. This was a free, like, little, I don't know, man. I might have paid $10 for this little fire pit or whatever, but it was perfect for what I needed it for now. This summer, probably the next couple months, or probably winter, to tell you the truth. I don't want to lie. I don't believe in that. Not even little white ones, man. But I want to do pavers out here, and I'm going to do a real fireplace. Something that's going to be really cool. Something, I don't know, I'll probably throw up pictures like some of the ones I've done. I don't need those with my real name or whatever, because then I get phone calls from across the country where people want me to come out to Colorado, like what happened before, and they want me to come build them a fire pit or something, you know. But every now and then I'll usually just have other people post them for me, post pictures and stuff. But I'm going to build something that's going to be really cool. Semicircle seating area, lounge area. Going to do a pergola over there. I always build pergolas at the house. And I'm going to do probably 18 cords firewood on my fence, full cords. We don't get cold weather, but it's just for this, just for fun. Right now, I'm just burning off all the crap what I don't want. So tell me how your day went. All of you, everybody's in the chat. If you had a good day, let me know. I'm curious how my friend's day went. All of you. If you're here, you're definitely my friend. I don't have too many haters. I don't have too many haters on on the internet. There's very few. Jay Harvey, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, high school goes by really quick. Time on this camping adventure. Hopefully you can crack a beer with me. Yeah, man, I have 2 dogs in the house, but they're indoor dogs. My neighbors have dogs, but they're all inside. I finally moved out to the country. I like it out here, man. I'm a bunch of what I call noise pollution and light pollution. It's kind of hard to find a location like this where I can actually go out, have a fire, not get in trouble, not have to worry about an HOA and all those crazy things. Jay Harvey, man, I appreciate that, man. Brother, you keep doing what you're doing, man. You'll make it on YouTube. If not, there's other platforms. Grow your brand, man. Grow the Jay Harvey brand. I want to see. I've said it before. I said it 2 years ago. I said I wanted to see somebody like succeed on YouTube. Somebody from our community, somebody that I know, somebody, a small creator. So far, I've seen one. He's almost at 200,000 subscribers now. When I met him, he had 10. Let me say that again. When I met him, he had 10 subscribers. I promised him a shout out. I gave him 3 shout outs because it video make it happen for what I wanted to do for him. Now his channel is blown up, and congratulations to Cads12, man. He's done well. He's doing his mostly meme videos. He changed his content, and his channel really took off. I want to see that happen for a lot of creators. I really do. Yeah, man, a creative outlet is the way to go, definitely. I think everybody needs that in their life. Express yourself, some way to enjoy this thing we call life. I'm gonna try to reposition the camera here. Sorry if I get a little shaky here. I'm gonna make this a little easier for all of us. Enjoy. You can see chat at the same time. Got a couple old crappy chairs, man, that I was just given. That's what I'm using tonight. These little plastic chairs. They're crappy. But haven't had a chance to build my fire pit yet. Another reason I'm getting rid of all this wood is I really want it stacked neatly against the house, or excuse me, against the fence. We we had one snake incident already this year. I'm not trying to do that again. I got this long one I should cut, but I'm just gonna throw it across here. Lynn didn't. Right on. If you gotta go get some sleep, go ahead. Do it right meow. You won't miss much, honey. I'm just gonna get my priorities straight for the Campfire crew and the Squat the P tribe. You guys know who you are. Tonight I'm doing a Bud Light, a little aluminum. About number 8. I usually don't catch a buzz until I drink a lot. June Gall, I'm glad you came by. Wish you guys could be here, man. This is as close as I can get you to being here on a fun time. You know what I mean? Like on a camping excursion. Let me move this camera around. I want you to see the fire, but I want you to also be able to see me. I got all my crappy chairs out right now. All the good ones are inside. I've got some teak wood ones that I inherited. Very cool. I was really glad to get those. I've kind of started restoring those. Those will last 100 years at least. No bugs usually mess with teak wood. As long as you take care of it, you should have no problems with it. It's one of these usually use it on boats, and because I'm so close to the ocean, I try to use it for that. June, well, I'm glad you can enjoy the campfire this way. Let's see if I can move this down so we can see each other. It's a good one. It's a good one, June. It's really my 3rd fire of the summer. I usually try to have a nice little campfire. Invite some friends over. That's why I got a bunch of these cheap plastic chairs and some other cheap chairs that are stashed over here. Some in my garage. Usually because I like to have about 20, 30 people around, and we'll drink some amber fluids. And I don't know, just hang out by the fire and have a good time. Yeah, this is the other beer. This is that other beer. It's just what I had at the house. I had a couple cases. This was actually a Christmas present I haven't had a chance to open. This was the 2nd choice that I opened up tonight. As you know, my girl, we just kind of nicknamed her Yankee State instead of Rebel State. It's Yankee State sovereign. So she came out and she had a couple blue moons. I think she was used to it. I think she enjoyed it. Yeah, man. June, I'm with you. We had music playing earlier. It was just my girl and myself, and she helped me burn some of the wood. Carolina Chris. What's up, buddy? Granny Monster. How are you? Jay Harvey ever tried to shower with the rain? Yes. I was on the Appalachian Trail, man. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to tell you because it was one of those crazy, like, summer, cool, winter. Like, we were so high in elevation, it was really cold. And where the falls come off on the Appalachian Trail, in between South Carolina and North Carolina, there's this huge fall. And it was either take a shower in that cold water or the rainwater was actually warmer. So, yeah, I did do it in the rain, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Carolina Chris, man, yeah, YouTubery. It's what I hope you're talking about. It's not over until it's over. We're still dragging it on here. Oh, it's raining there? Oh man, Jay Harvey. We've put up with, I don't know, man. We've had like a month plus of rain here in Myrtle Beach. It's crazy, crazy. I'm tired of the rain. I love it for, my crops and my garden around the corner and some of the things I have growing around the house. I don't know if you guys can see, but that's a pecan tree. That's a pecan tree. Apple tree, apple tree, apple tree. Banana trees all around the house. Probably got 60 of those. And those are all new plantings. This is a new house. So, clematis over there. Bunch of ornamental flowers. Bunch of stuff. And I got to add some stuff this year. I've been slowly working on it. And Native Tears sent me a gift package. She sent me a pretty awesome gift package. It's full of seeds and stuff. I'm going to be planting all those this year. Yeah, Granny, your sand lawn. This when I bought the house, this was the perfect spot. Somebody had left a. Yeah, right. Yeah, true. The Philippines, man. I've been there. Yeah, you're right. It is super hot there and super humid. That's exactly what it's like here. Closer you get to the equator, man. I swear. Or the closer to the equator and the ocean, the more humid it is. But somebody left a trampoline here that was upside down for about a year and a half. So I have this perfect circle that's right around this fire pit. There's very little weeds have grown here because it sat here for a year and just killed everything, killed the sunlight, killed it all. And it's just a little sandy pit. Kind of works for the fire pit until I put the pavers down and actually build this cool fire pit that I want to build. Kind of sketched it out, did the drawings, and I already have some of the stainless steel appliances that I'm going to do over here in the corner. I'm just going to do a nice little outdoor kitchen area, and I can't wait. So, I'm curious what your days have been like. What's going on, like, in your world? I'm all ears. So, type in the chat. Tell me how your day's been, what your future goals are. Yeah, it's warm down here, Dark. You gotta come visit. You gotta come visit, man. I think you'd understand about this humidity. I thought Bluefin was gonna die, man. He came from all the way from Newfoundland, or Newfoundland, however you want to pronounce it, Nova Scotia, Canada, and he flew into Atlanta and then he drove to Kentucky, and he got to experience what Kentucky weather's like. I thought he was gonna die. Ooh, Granny, cookies sound good. Cookies sound good. That's a life goal right there. I see a log that's fell. Hold on. Time to grab the shovel. Straighten my little one out here. Like I said, I've had the fire going for about 2 hours. I didn't feel like cutting anymore, so I burnt what I had. The longer ones, I'm just leaving them to burn over, fall over. I'm okay with that. Like I said, all this is sand. I'm not really worried about a fire starting. I'm more worried about getting rid of the lumber, the wood, letting it go away. Let's stack some more wood on here. I don't care if it's not a pretty fire, as long as I burn all the little stuff. I'm not a fan of Bradford pear wood, but it's just hard to cut and actually make look decent when you're trying to stack it. And I got a few neighbors. I'm not trying to junk up the backyard. So I just want to burn it up, get rid of it, put some hardwood along the fence. When I have a fire, it's already pre-cut, pre-split, and ready to go. This mess, tangled mess, just burn it. Enjoy it when I can. I missed that, Granny. Say it again. I lost the chat there. Say it again. I saved the ashes. I actually use the ashes for gardening. I have some different plants. When you add the ashes to the soil, it changes the pH, and it kind of balances it for some of the plants that I grow here. My grass is more of an acidic kind of grass, so it doesn't really like ashes, so I don't spread it out in the yard. The one that harms. True. I understand now, Granny. Yeah. You know what? I mean, maybe I'm taking that wrong, but I think Smokey the Bear caused more forest fires than anybody. Because before, people would just, there's areas. I was talking to Carolina Chris this past weekend, and we're talking about a little small place called Goat Island in Greenwood, South Carolina, a place I used to go camping when I was 9, 10, 11, 12, and I would go with my friends. Yes, we had no parental supervision back then. That's just, we were just trusted, you know what I mean? Like, we knew we weren't going to mess up because our parents would get us, you know what I mean? Like, they'd take it out on us. They'd take the belt on us, man. That's all there was to it. But he said it's so clean there because everybody takes the firewood, and where they have one little area that they have fire. So if anything falls, they clean that area up, man. And we used to rake pine straw there to build a fire, and it would smoke like a volcano, like for 20-30 minutes, because we built it 6 foot tall, man. And like 10 seconds, man. You could just if you had a rake, you could rake up all the pine needles you could ever want. Mr. L.A. Ariels, man, take care, brother. Thank you for dropping by. Definitely. Have fun in L.A., man. I love Los Angeles. But I used to take the pine needles, man. We'd start a fire with that. It'd smoke for first, and then when it caught fire, boof, man, it was on. Then you could throw anything on there that you wanted to. Any kind of firewood, and it would just burn, 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 burn. Oh, Louisiana. Okay. Need to fix that, huh? Man, I love Louisiana. Okay. Gotcha. There you go. That's hot and humid. You guys understand. Definitely. I used to have a roommate that was from Louisiana. And she had a nice Cajun name, too, to go with it. I won't divulge her name and all that other stuff, but because I doubt there's too many people that have her name. Anyway, so like I said, I'm just burning up some of the Bradford pear wood that I have. I don't care if some of it falls on the ground. It's not going to really start a fire. Because like I said before, all this is a little sand area right around it. And as soon as I get some of this Bradford pear stuff cleaned up, I can finish cutting this area of my lawn. That'd be awesome. Jay Harvey, yeah, man. I actually own a bulletproof vest. My, I won't get into the details because I don't know. But my aunt worked for a manufacturing plant during the time of a certain particular war, and she was able to bring home one for me. That was pretty cool. Military grade, has all the pockets for the plates. Very cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't work out too much, man. I work in the heat all day long, and I drink a lot of crap soda, so I gain weight for that reason. If I just drank water, man, I'd be so skinny. And I'd try to keep some weight on me, man, because the summer just is brutal here. When I work outdoors most every day, unless I'm doing my other end of my business, and then I'm inside or maybe outside, it depends. But those weights, man, you carry those weights, like you said, you can jump higher, and you can do things much higher. It's a good way to train, for sure. Definitely. What's your favorite thing about being at a campfire, enjoying other people's companies, and what's one of the things you really like? Is it s'mores? Is it doing marshmallows? Is it, I don't know, man. Is it just the ambience or what? Fish, huh, Granny? Dark matter, the beer. Helga G. Yeah, Helga G. I'm having a good time. Just thought I would share an amber fluid here with some friends, and hopefully you guys can enjoy the fire. June, I hope you're still here. June, if you're still here, I hope you can enjoy that. I know you don't get outside too much without your oxygen tank. That's something I know that I kind of take for granted now. My grandmother died of respiratory problems. My father's right behind there. It's hereditary in the family, and most of it comes down to smoking, cancer, etc. COPD, and I'm not far behind him. I know what'll kill me. If I'm gonna do it, it's most likely gonna be something with my lungs. I'm kind of hoping by that time I reach that age that there's some kind of cures or something. Jay Harvey, man, you got to go camping whenever you get a chance, man. Take some of your friends. See who's got a tent. Call your friends. See who's got what. M.I. Outdoors, hello, welcome, buddy. Heard a lot of good things about you. But yeah, if you guys if you don't have all the things that you need, get some of your friends together. Man, you can camp out in your backyard, or pick a spot. Try not to trespass. Get advice or whatever. From some elderly people, and ask them, or even ask for permission to camp on somebody's property if they got a big enough area. I started checking out some of your videos. I haven't had a chance to really look into them much, but I think Carolina Chris sent me over to your channel, and if Carolina Chris recommends you, man, I know you got to be a good guy, so for sure. Getting your gear ready for the weekend. I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah. We used to, when I was younger, man, we used to camp by there. Always make sure we'd always get down. Yeah, Carolina Chris is a brother from another mother. That's for sure, man. That's for sure. I think the whole campfire crew is pretty much like that. That's for sure. We're all a different breed. An older breed. That's what I would kind of, a different time when I say older breed. I think that's the best way to interpret that. Yeah, Dart, man, the crew is the bomb. I know they missed you this weekend, that's for sure. In my woodsman, yeah, that's the way I roll too, man. Old school. A lot of different things I do old school. At least I try to when I can. You know, my girl, she's been, she's starting to finally come around, and we're gonna buy, I don't know, some kind of camper, some or RV in the near future, because I can't get her to camp in a tent anymore. Even though she has a killer tent that we don't use. I've got several tents, but she's not gonna be doing tents. She wants to do a camper, so I guess I'm at an age where I'm gonna have to start doing that. That's okay though, you know. When I go to YouTubery or when I go hang out with some of my friends, I'll bust out the tent because it's just easy to throw in my pack and roll. Yeah, that's true, man. That's definitely true. Thanks, Granny. I don't know, man. I used to go camping with my folks when I was a kid. They'd go every weekend. It was about 2 hours from our house, and we usually hit up the state park. And for several, this is crazy, but for several years, we had a campsite, a nice like waterfront campsite in South Carolina. It was at Lake Greenwood. Heck, I'll just give all the information. I don't care. So at Lake Greenwood, the way the state park used to work is you can only stay in that campsite for 2 weeks, and then you had to get another spot. Well, that's all good in the winter because you can find a nice oceanfront, or excuse me, lakefront. But when in the summer, what happened is you better have a friend, and you both go to the state park at that time. You went to the state park. You went to the front. You went to the what used to be the they used to have a little general store. And you'd go there and you could register, and you would just switch campsites. That's what we would do. You know, that way we always had a lakefront spot. You know, unless you got there late. But I'm gonna tell you, my parents got to the point where they would drive me. I would get up probably 2 hours early, take 2.5 hours to drive to school. So there's almost 4.5 hours I would be up before anybody else. And they would drive me to school. And then I would, you know, after school, they would drive me back down to the lake for 2.5 hours. And we just spent winter and summer. Even though we had a house, you know, in where we lived, they would drive me back and forth to school. And I would spend the winters at the lake too, because it was so much fun. I actually learned to water ski in the winter because there wasn't a lot of traffic, a lot of boats, and Dad did the old put the life vest on, throw you in the water, and hope for the best. You know what I mean? He's just redheaded, and he has no patience, man. So that's how I learned to water ski. And I guess, man, I was just a little kid. I learned to ice skate basically the same way. He put me on a lake in Missouri at age 3. You know. And the whole sink or swim thing is really true. But it was winter, so picture me in like jeans, a jacket, and everything else, man, because it was cold. And he just threw me in. Said, teach me how to water ski. But you know, I learned to water ski, learned to slalom pretty well. I'm not as good as my dad, man, to be honest. And my mom could ski really well, even though she couldn't swim a stroke. She like swam like a rock. It was pretty pathetic. She always failed like the YMCA courses. She just couldn't swim, but she could water ski. She could do all the other good stuff. Just Mandy, hello, hello, how are you? Just having a cool, refreshing amber fluid here. Hope you're having a good night. What's the weather like there, Mandy? How's Canada? Just curious. Time for some more logs. Hold on. Be right back. Let's get this fire stoked for everybody. Trying to burn this wood up. Closing time. Whew. I'm waiting for the one instant when I go over to grab some firewood, grab a snake. Liable to happen. Like I said, we've had one in the yard this year. No snakes yet. Just burning all the little crap. Probably throw one of these bigger ones on there just to hold it down. It's not too sturdy. Like I said, Bradford pear wood is not the best for stacking, especially the crappy little branches. This poor little fire pit didn't hold much. So, after this live stream's over, if you'd like to be a part of this next time, I want you to leave a comment and say, I'd love to be on the live stream. So what I'll do is, like I said, I'll throw you up on the live stream here. You'll be part of the panel. And I think it'd be something cool. I want to try some different things with my channel this year. Some fun things. I've seen some guys that I'm subscribed to who do camping and adventures and stuff. And I haven't seen anybody do a live stream with everybody on a panel by a fire, not yet. So I'm hoping that can happen, and happen in the near future, like next week or tomorrow. Who knows? Like I said, I got plenty of wood over here. Didn't take much to start this fire, by the way. I didn't use any fat wood this time. I've got plenty of fat wood stored. I actually have a phenomenal neighbor who has a shed on the other side of the fence over here. Ah, you can see with the light now. That's my wood chipper in the background there. The red device you see behind the pecan tree, the small pecan or pecan tree. That's where I was actually doing my little shavings and stuff, because I use the wood around the tree that it comes from usually, to tell you the truth. Especially these Bradford pears that I'm not a fan of. Usually I graft Bartlett pears onto them so that I can actually make an ornamental tree, a fruit producing tree. And anyway, so Hope you enjoy the fire. If you're still in chat, just leave a little comment. All right. Jay Harvey, I'm glad you're back, man. Definitely. Tell me about high school, man. Are you planning to go to college? What's your goals, man? And where are you at in high school? Like, you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior? Those are some rough times, man, but some of the best times that you'll remember. Trust me. Thanks, Dart. I hope that amber fluid's going down good for you, Dart. Junior in high school, man. Yeah, it'll soon be over. Jay Harvey, it'll soon be over, man. I'm going to tell you, you look back at those years, and some of those friends will be your lifelong friends. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that advice before or not, but trust me when I tell you, those are the friends that you will carry on through life. Those 4 years, those short 4 years, man, are changing in your life. I mean, a lot of guys I know, a lot of girls I know reminisce about it. Once they're gone, you take it for granted. Like every day, man, you're just like, oh, I just want to get in, get out, and blah, blah, blah. High school, man, I'm telling you, it's a phenomenal time. Thanks, Mandy. Can you guys actually hear the fire crackling? There you go, man. College and YouTube at the same time. Heck yeah. Oh, I'm glad you can hear it. Can you hear any of the like little bugs? Little crickets making noise? I don't even know if I got the mic plugged all the way in. High school. Let's talk about high school. Since we're doing campfire stories. Guess there's a term. There's always that term. There's always that one couple. You know what I mean? Granted, I was a little wild in high school, but you always had that one high school sweetheart that you figured, hey, that's the one you took to prom. Maybe your junior year, maybe your senior year. You know what I mean? But you'll look back, and you'll be amazed at how your friends will change over the 5 years. Over 5 years, if you have a 5-year high school reunion, people won't really change that much in 5 years. Man, some of them are college, some of them are at work. All depends on their finances, or some are in the military. You know, that's usually the 3 routes that most people go. There's some other ones, but that's generally the 3 routes. And if you have a 5-year high school reunion, people don't change that much. The 10 years when you start seeing people actually change, because now they're starting to get into their jobs, their careers, their lives, starting to figure out what it is that they want to do. You know what I mean? Because, man, a lot of people go to college and they get a degree and they don't use that degree, you know, at the job that they're in or the career, the field that they're in. Take me, for instance, man, I was a career student. I have more degrees than thermometer, and I don't use them for any of the things that I do. I guess. I guess I don't, but I don't know. I always like to learn. So, like I said, high school was fun. College was, you know, I'm paying for it, so I was there, and it was different rules, man. And it was just more relaxed, more easy. You know, I realized early on that I was paying to be there. I was paying their salary. You know what I mean? I tried to be respectful and show up on time. Sometimes I wasn't able to, you know, for classes, but I did my best and did good in college, man. Did really good. Loved it. I would probably be still in college, still racking up degrees if I could. If I had the time, I just don't have the time. I don't know. My life changed a lot. But anyway, let's go back to 5 and 10. So we get the 5-year class reunion, 10-year high school reunion, the 15 and the 20s when you really start seeing people's notice. Girls that let themselves go, guys that no longer have hair. It's funny, you know what I mean? But these are still your friends. These are still people you know. And those 4 years are some of the most memorable years. You may spend 8 years in elementary school with somebody. Still won't compare to those 4 years in high school. That's the truth. I was uh I was new to my so I was born at the town I was born in the town that I went to high school in, but I did not go to any of the elementary pre to that high school. If you follow what I'm saying, I went to all the ones in the surrounding area in different states. I mean, my dad was in the military, so we moved. Then he had his own construction company, and we built all over the world, so we moved. So when we had the chance, it was either North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, mostly. But when I had the chance, I went to the same high school my dad did. It was a rival high school that my mom went to, which is crazy. I went to the elementary school that my mom's rival high school went to, and my dad found out I'd end up going to that high school. We went, nope, we're moving, and we moved. We really did, just so I could go to his old alma mater, his old high school, same one my grandmother went to. And I have to say, those friends, that I've had, man, I still keep in touch with. I talk to sometimes daily on the phone, and when I don't, we pick up where we left off. It may be 5, 7, 10 years down the road, but we pick off. We pick right back up, like in a few short words, like, man, how's it going? Blah blah blah. Kids, no, okay, no, and we right back to where we used to be, like that. I mean, hear me when I snap, like that. And we enjoy each other's company, man, because I mean those friendships are just something. I don't know, man. It's different in any part of your life, you know. That's for sure. College, man. College is, those people. I don't know. Their families are not usually from the same area, you know, because college. I mean, everybody comes from all over to those areas. You try to keep in touch with them, but they're not usually in the same town. Their parents don't. They don't come home for holidays. They're not in the same town. So I guess that's kind of one of the deterrents, as far as And plus, college is usually a little bit bigger, depending on the college you go to. Even a technical college might be bigger than some of the high schools that you go to or attend. Just depends on your location or your area. Truly. If you haven't checked out the last YouTubery video that I did, I uh, I threw it together because I needed to get it out. I wanted to put it together and showcase some of my friends. That's some of the guys that's here that I'm giving the shout out for on this Campfire crew, on this live stream here. Some awesome people, some awesome creators, some really good people, man. I'm telling you, when I'm in Kentucky for YouTubery, the big YouTube meetup that we all go to, it's it reminds me of that high school, that fun, no drama. Not like when you were in high school, you know what I mean? Like, it's no drama when you're there. You're talking about a bunch of cool creators, man, that it's just there to have a good time and do stuff like camping, fishing, hiking. We did it all. We did all that in a weekend. Granted, I made it a 4-day weekend. Most people, some people stayed, I want to say Bluefin and Lynn Denton, they came the furthest, over 2,400 miles a piece. You know, Lynn came from Oregon to Kentucky, and Bluefin, aka Mustang 774, he came all the way from Nova Scotia or Newfoundland, the furthest east coast part right of Canada, all the way down. So I'm sure he got to enjoy a lot of things in America that he didn't get to see, or doesn't get to see in his area. Do I still play ROS? I don't play mini games anymore, man. I just don't have the time. All right, Dart, grab two, man. These things they're small. I don't play too many games, Millie, to tell you the truth. Um, I started playing Fortnite, because everybody's into it, and I don't know. I got pretty good at it, and I decided I don't want to film it. I didn't want to go that route with it. I actually wanted to enjoy it, just to enjoy it. Because I mean, it's got to be a lot of pressure to be like, let's say some of those guys like Ninja. I mean, if you're a newbie
right? And you kill Ninja, and you throw it up on YouTube or Twitch and etc. Man, you know what I mean? Like it can change somebody's career. And there's people who've done it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of games I do enjoy, and I still try to play when I can. Now that I have my gaming computer I just built this year, and I've got it together, I'm gonna upgrade probably come around Christmas. All right, man. Take care. Take care, Jay Harvey. Yeah, I'm probably gonna upgrade my computer this Christmas, man, just to make it a little faster. Add another GTX 1080 Ti, probably 2 to 4. I don't know. Dark, man. That game, How to Go Viral on YouTube. You still learning how to play? It takes a little while, man. I promise. I think it does for all of us. I think it does for all of us, man. No kidding. I think when you figure it out, man, you get that formula, you get that recipe, and then you can you can bake those videos every single day. Become the next PewDiePie, the next Casey Neistat, the next whoever. I mean, there's a lot of great YouTubers. You know, I think some have fell off though, man. Some have fell off from their glory years, and I think they're struggling to keep on, hang on, or whatever. I think that some of them need to change up their format. That's kind of where I'm at with my channel. Like, there's some things I want to do. I've been contemplating. I haven't been putting out as much content as I'm used to doing. You know, so there's a lot of things I want to experiment and try and just do and just have fun with. And I'm excited about doing it. I don't know. Like I said, I used to miss having live streams from all over, just out in the general public. Whether I was at a Ferris wheel, whether I was in a helicopter, whatever. I'm going to start getting back to doing that. I miss doing that, honestly. Who knows? Might do something from a race car. Might do something from a plane. Who knows what I'm going to do in the future? But I'm probably going to do more of that. I have a feeling because I miss it. I truly do. That's kind of why I wanted to do this and just hang out by the campfire and not green screen it. You know what I mean? I could film this and green screen it and do a virtual fire, but I don't know the ambience. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. I should throw the camera up so you guys can see the stars. Free to be me, Barbie. How are you? How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful night. Guys, I'm going to throw some more logs on the fire. Give me 2 seconds. Got to burn this wood up so I can clean the rest of my yard. This fire pit's about full. I don't know how much more I can actually force in here. All the ash that's already in here. Been burning for several hours. Just trying to burn up the wood. Oh boy. Breaking into some of the pine wood now. The yellow pine. Tree's been dead for, I don't know, probably a year or so. I cut it down. My neighbor actually let me drop it on my side of the fence. It's their tree. And it's been decaying for probably a good year. That should burn pretty good.
have a feeling that Celicia's show would be having a field day with all the all the fat wood that's coming out of this tree over here. Reminds me of being back at Grant Hubbard's. That was a great weekend. Can't stress that enough. If you guys haven't seen Grant Hubbard's YouTube channel, you should definitely check it out. He hosts the YouTubery events, which are just epic. No one ever wants to leave on the weekend when it happens. That's Sunday, or whatever day you have to leave, depending on who you are, you know, depending on your schedule. Some guys get to stay longer, some get to have to leave earlier. Saline Scott only got to come for a day. Some people didn't get to make it this year who came last year. Some were just MIA. And that's understandable. Everybody's got a life. But to miss it, man, it's hard. I know dark. I know dark. And Dark Matter, I know you had to miss it, brother. You were there in spirit, though. I know we didn't stream a whole lot. I was hoping we'd stream a lot more. But everybody was having internet issues. I know I was. That weekend. You got a 20 plus creators pulling bandwidth. You know, from not a dedicated server. From just a home personal one. You're talking about a lot of uploads. A lot of bandwidth. Usually try to keep a little rake around for anything that falls off. Drone Worship, how are you, brother? Oh yeah. Drone Worship, if you'll go into your Creator Studio section, when you upload a video, there's actually a section you have to check now to send notifications out. Yeah, YouTube's been changing the rules a lot in 2018, so you gotta stay on top of YouTube, man, because they're always constantly changing things. It can be frustrating, but if you'll look, there was a video that was put out by Linus Tech Tips, and somewhere around 12:05 in his video, he explains where that section is, and you can find it in your upload on the advanced settings. When you actually upload a video, you know, you'll see the title, and then right above it be the left-hand side of the information. The middle is the monetization. The third section right underneath the title is actually the advanced settings. Down the left-hand side, you'll see like a faded check. You have to actually physically check that now, pretty much for every video. So, plus YouTube is, you know, their Creator Studio, or one of their YouTube channels, I can't remember which one it was now, but they've admitted, you know, from the guys who make this live that we're communicating on now, that they don't send out notifications to all subscribers anymore. They just don't do it. Drone, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Yeah, they have changed. I don't know, man. 2018, they moved the goalpost mid-game. You know, made it hard for people to
to succeed on YouTube, you have to jump more hurdles. You have to have the 1,000 subscribers. That's easy. That's the easy part, guys. The 3,000 rotating, you know, 12 month calendar, 3,000 watch time hours or 240,000 watch time minutes, that can be more of a problem, I think, for more creators. Yeah, Drone, I understand that. If you look on my Twitter, man, I actually saw something that Boogie 9928 did about how we could do, right? Dark matter, yeah, it's 4K hours. 4K, yeah, you're right. It's not 3. It's 4,000 watch time hours. It's the amber fluid talking. But the Boogie 9928 had made a suggestion to YouTube via their Twitter account, and actually recommended them to basically not charge sponsors. Yeah, Boogie 9. Oh yeah, you're right. It's Boogie 2988. That's right. Yeah, he actually tweeted something out basically and went along these lines. Not to charge sponsors for YouTube Red because they're sponsors. You know what I mean? Whether it's GM, Crest, AIM, whoever it may be. I don't know, Tide, whoever it could be, whatever sponsors, maybe to give them incentive to watch their actual creators where they're running their ads and stuff, to give that incentive. And I think they've passed it along like they said they would. But it's a different format, a different thing. I saw a couple different, you know, large YouTubers who've taken different approaches, different angles and looks at it. You know, something, you know, even Daniel, who I don't watch Boogie too much. I don't watch Daniel too much. But I've looked at some of the ways that they've thought about sponsorships. It's pretty different. Yeah. I hear you, Drone Worship. I hear you, brother. I mean, there's ways to make this platform more, because theoretically, YouTube is caught in the middle. If you think about it, YouTube's in the middle. They have to please content creators and they have to please sponsors who pay for this. You know what I mean? But there is a middle ground that they're supposed to hold. But I think they lean more. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I think they lean more towards the sponsors because they're the ones who pay for it. But if you lose the creators, they all switch over to another platform. Let's call it Twitch or whatever. Then YouTube would die. They would have to go to something else. But YouTube is, I mean, they're exploring. They're trying to change. They're trying to better their platform in some ways. In some ways, they're just, I don't know, they're pissing off creators. You know, we're all like, oh my gosh, why are they doing that? You know? Like the new notification that's going to be coming out very shortly, where, you know, if you're watching several hours of YouTube, you're going to get a notification that says, hey, you need to take a break from YouTube. Now, granted, I know it sounds counterproductive for YouTube to do that, but I can bet that there's probably some kind of settlement that's in the works, or they're just trying to, oh, wow. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Drone. But I think there's probably someone out there, they're probably going to say, hey, you know, I'm addicted to YouTube. It's like gambling or whatever. And they're going to, you know, they're probably trying to prevent that, where they've actually put out a warning. Oh, you've watched YouTube too long, you need to take a break from it. You know what I mean? That's probably the preemptive strike that YouTube's doing. Or maybe there's a lawsuit that's already out in the works, and they're working on that to make that happen for people who watch YouTube too long. Or maybe even to eliminate some of the bots that may be running the full time, you know, to kind of get rid of that. Who knows? We'll see. 1,000 drones to play with? Wow, brother. That's awesome. I just gave away 20-something drones for people on my who showed up at YouTubery and left comments. Dark Matter, you take care, brother. We'll talk real soon. Tell me about that sponsorship, Drone. I'm really curious in that, man. That's awesome. I don't know if you saw the drones that I gave away, Drone Worship, but I gave some away. I just wanted to make sure that my fellow creators, man, people that know me, people that interact with me, Oh man, that's cool. I've seen the ones that land on water. 4K underwater. That's gonna be, man. That's awesome. A little submarine slash helicopter. That's cool. Man, I've seen the ones that land in water and take off from water, the floating ones. That's the technology is just unbelievable these days. That's for sure. I can't wait to see where it's gonna go. Oh, it's a little submarine. Okay, it's like 2 grand. Okay, okay. ROV, gotcha. Yeah, I understand what those are. I thought you meant it was actual drone that I remember the old submarines like in the 80s, late 80s and 90s, and the picture quality wasn't what we had today with smartphones. You know what I mean? And you had to almost like keep it at the top of the water, so you could have a little periscope so you can see where you're going. Okay, they call it an underwater drone. Gotcha. Yeah, because we used to have remote control planes, RC planes, and RC helicopters back in the day. That was harder to fly. That's for sure. 330 feet. Wow. It has a 4K camera. What? How long does it film for? How long does the battery last for? If it can get down to 330 feet, that thing's got to, man, that's stout. You could do all kind of things with that. I wonder how good it is, like the picture quality in murky water. And does it have lights with it also? Drone that you could take it like in an intercoastal waterway. 2 hours. Okay, runtime. Gotcha. Extremely bright LEDs on it. I bet. I bet. You're probably talking like 20,000 lumen or something crazy, almost to the point where anything that's murky in the water would reflect back where you couldn't see. You know. I bet, man. That sounds cool, man. I can't wait to see that. Definitely. Mm. Yeah, that's true, man. About 200 feet, yeah. If you're in the ocean, yeah. Depending where you're at, like I don't know. So there's some clearer areas, especially down towards the Caribbean. I mean, you can see down deep. You know. I know some lakes you can't even see in. Oh man, cool. Saltwater and freshwater. Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. I'm glad you answered that. That's very cool. I can't imagine what the technology is gonna be like. I don't know, man. And I see it coming. You know what I mean? Like, I understand how our rules and regulations work with, not interfering with flight and stuff. But I can see drones that will probably do what the old rockets used to do, because you never had to. You remember the old rockets you would put together as a kid? Maybe it was an eighth grade project or whatever, seventh grade, or you just did it as a hobby. I can see drones probably. Big guys, how are you, buddy? I can see drones probably going, you know, extreme levels, maybe even to almost outer space. You know what I mean? Depending on the size and the technology in the next 20 years, you know? Right, right, right. Yeah. I think they'll probably work with airliners and helicopters and craft where that your personal drone that you're flying will not interfere. It will probably be like almost similar to like a when you ping a phone in a triangular location. I think that it will probably hone in on what's the flight path of a plane or a helicopter in the immediate area that you're flying this new drone in 15, 20 years. And when you send it up, it will the drone will take orders from whatever's nearby to stay away from it. I see that probably coming in the future. 805 Road King, what's up, buddy? Big guys, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, those first wives, man. I call those starter wives. I had one of those. Yeah. Yep, Road King's here too. Big guys, I'm getting my priorities straight here, buddy. I don't know if you have that in Australia. A vessel of amber fluid. Guys, I'm just having a little campfire, burning up some of the wood I had here in the backyard. Old Bradford pear trees. Dishwashing? What? No. It's Christmas beer. It was a gift. I used to drink Bud Light a lot, so they gave me the canned. It usually stays colder. Drone Worship, man, I thank you so much for coming by. I definitely want to chat later on when you get a chance, and I'll come by and check out your channel some more, man. I'm looking forward to seeing that submarine. I definitely can't wait to see the video that you shoot with that and where you take that and what you do with it, man. I think that's gonna be next level, for sure. For sure, definitely. I bet that's cool, man. Yeah, I live on the coast of South Carolina, and we have a ship that's not too far from here. They call it the Gold Ship. It is the USS Central America, and a guy by the name of Timothy found it in the 80s. I won't get into his last name, all that technical stuff, but he found it in the 80s. And there's a difference between tons and tonnage, the old school, the way that they wrote it. Big guys is probably more familiar with it, you know, imperial system versus metric system versus old English, you know what I mean? So we're talking more weight than you can imagine. And I think he pulled up several millions of dollars in gold, mostly gold bullion and some other things, and actual bricks. We'll call them bricks. We won't call them ingots or anything. But you know, when he pulled up several $1 million in those, he didn't have the equipment to really pull it up at the time. He just scratched the surface, and he had, you know, Spain and everybody else all over the world claiming it was theirs. So it became a heated legal battle, and right now they've been pulling that out. They've been raking the bottom over there. There's a copper pot that's off the shore. There's a lot of sunken ships here, a lot, because it's, you know, the East Coast is pretty much where all of everybody came. You know, I mean, even when America was settled, you know, whether it was English or French or whoever, or even Spanish, you know, that's where we came. We came to somewhere along the East Coast usually, until we found the, you know, the other routes to come around. Crazy. Guys, I'm gonna stoke the fire, put a little more firewood on there. Trying to burn this stuff up. Trying to get rid of it. Probably got 30 days of wood to burn. Let's see what the chat says there. Before I miss it. Oh, I missed it. Sorry. Yep, I missed it. If you'll say it again, I'll try to catch it this time. I consider this kind of like trash wood. Yeah, I know it burns good. I know Road King's been kind of MIA, man. I've been missing him. Definitely been missing Road King. I haven't talked to him in probably close to a month. I think he's been avoiding Google Hangouts. That's almost too much ash in there. I'm gonna let this one burn down. So big guys, tell me what's happening in Australia today. Kind of curious. And Road King, man, I hope you're doing good too. I haven't seen you fellas in a while. Thought I'd do something a little different on the channel since you guys are here now. I cut this tree down about, well, these two trees, I just limbed them up about 9 months ago. Been letting the wood just kind of lay on the ground near the tree. Cut it up in smaller pieces. It's just, they're just, those trees, man, they're a mess to deal with. Any other tree that you use up trimming or cutting, you can kind of haul off easily. I knew I wanted to burn it here in the fire pit. I wanted to do it more in the winter, not really in the summer. I figured I'd have small fires in the summer, have some friends over. But I work so many hours in the summer, I really haven't had a chance. I got you, big guys. Animal, chicken, and snake, probably feeding time too. I bet that big girl only eats probably once every 30 days though. That's a huge snake you have, brother. Huge. And I really look forward to you getting the car running, man. I want to see some videos of you out there, and I don't care where in Australia. I don't care if you take the car and drive from your house to Sydney and back. I want to see some videos of you driving that car with your son. I just think the car is cool to start with, man. I think what you've done with it, you're restoring a classic, man. It may not be an American classic, it may be an Australian classic that I like, that I respect all cars. I don't care what it is. If it's old, I like it, generally speaking. You know what I mean? And if I don't like the way it was then I'm looking at maybe, it could be a resto mod. You know what I mean? I was not a fan of like Dodge Darts and stuff like that, but cool, man. Big guys, I'll be looking forward to that, man. I definitely want to see that. I just been working so many hours, man. I've been working like 12-hour days, 14-hour days, and it's been killing me. Absolutely killing me. I've been kind of missing 805's live stream. I'm hoping he can live stream soon with the crew there. Have a couple ice creams. Daddy dirt bike. That'd be cool. And I'd like to see you use that drone too, man. Definitely 805. You got that cool Phantom 4. I'd like you to see you do some cool stuff with that maybe. Next time you're at one of your small engine repair shops, or what do you call those? Shows. Not shops, shows. I'd like to see that. Maybe you could take off if there's not too many people around, whatever. You could take off, do some aerials of that. Get a better understanding, better view of how many people are there and everything else. I think my neighbor's home. I see what appears to be some headlights. I'm not sure. It's the first time I really looked over there. Hope I'm not keeping anybody up tonight. As you can see, I live in the country now. I love it. Okay, I miss the ocean waves crashing. I don't live that close anymore. Before I could hear the ocean waves just crashing. Especially when I had my house ocean front. I miss that house. I used to open the windows at night, man, and just let it put me to sleep. Especially when it was a cool night. That was the best. When I first moved here, when I first moved to Myrtle Beach, I had an oceanfront condo. I thought that's, if I'm going to move to the beach, I got to live on the beach. And I did it, man. I did it hardcore. Like, whew, let me tell you. And the first night, it was almost like too much. I had the sliding glass door open, screen closed, so I could still hear the waves, and it kept me up. Kept me up the first night. It took me about a week to get adjusted to it, and then it was that white noise that just kept you in that. You turn the fan on, hear those ocean waves breaking in a little rhythm. Man, it became addictive. When I moved away from the ocean, it wasn't long before I had to move back because I'd kind of grown accustomed to sleeping to that, and turning some tape or radio or CD or whatever else on just didn't cut it, man. It didn't do it for me. But guys, you have a great day, my friend. I look forward to some of your comedy videos, man. Also, when you get a chance, I got a couple ideas for you, especially on your food brands. I got a couple of them. Maybe you'll use them, maybe not. I was thinking about you the other day when I came up with those crazy ideas for them. I'll share those in private with you. I think you'll enjoy them. I think you'll do something spectacular with them, man. I always enjoy your funny food spoofs. I saw your latest one. Beaver butter's probably the best. Who doesn't like beaver butter? I can see big guys laughing right now. I can picture it in my head. Sitting at the table with his laptop laughing. That's for sure. I'm probably going to close the live stream down shortly anyway. I just wanted you guys to be able to enjoy a campfire. Do something virtual. It's not a green screen. You can actually hear the fire popping. You can actually see me stir the fire. I'm going to try to let it burn down. Let's probably spend another hour or two out here. And take a little time for myself, man. Just stare at these beautiful stars that I can finally see. You know, we don't have rain. I feel like that movie with Will Smith, where his partner's like there. He's like, "Do you ever just look up anymore?" It's those little things in life, man, that mean so much. That's for sure. Well, guys, I appreciate you being here. Much love. If you guys are in hangouts, I'll definitely come see you for sure. Free to be me, Barbie. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the campfire. Backyard campfire. And my little crappy chairs. My little plastic crappy chairs. I think I got these for free. There's no telling. No telling. Guys, I appreciate you guys so much. And ladies, thank you for coming by. And if you want to be on a panel with me and a campfire, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna set up some little lighting. Mucho grande. ¿Es Capacita Roja presente? My Spanish is crazy. You always learn the cuss words first, don't you, Barbie? When it comes to Spanish, you always learn when it comes to any foreign language. I don't know. I can speak enough foreign language. I'm not a polyglot by any means, but I can get by. It's not always good, but it's kind of like what I would consider broken English in other languages, Spanish, German, etc. Yeah. So I'm going to probably call it. Try to burn a little bit more down. Put the cover on this and ease the fire out. Yeah, free to be Barbie. I definitely agree, yeah. Try to burn the last little bit up here. I've probably got enough to burn for a couple months. I got the majority of the big stuff that I just didn't want to cut up. The chainsaw, the blade came off and I put it on twice and then I was just done. I was done. I was like, all right, I'm done. Before I get hurt. So I'm gonna probably end the live stream. Wish all of you a great night, a great week, and I can't wait to see what you guys are gonna do on YouTube. Much love.